Her dedication to the motor coach industry, her customers, her coworkers is legendary. Pat Ziska is Vice President, Sales and Marketing at Motor Coach Industries. She's been a leader in the motor coach tour industry for 35 years. Welcome to the Children's Clean Air Network with the Idle Free Guy.
Thank you, Ron. I'm very happy to be here today.
December 676, does that ring a bell?
Yes, it does. It doesn't feel like it was 35 years ago, but it was.
You've been in the business since Dennis Campbell was knee-high to a wheel well.
That scares me, but I think I've weathered the storm fairly well, and I've enjoyed every moment of my career. So it continues to change, and there's new exciting things happening all the time.
Congratulations on 35 years. Now, you're also a mom. You have 3 boys, and Caitlin, who,
yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, she's 13?
She's 13 in 8th grade.
And she's going to be selling buses, I hear?
She'd like to look into selling buses, or she wants to be an astrophysicist. So I'm not sure which it's going to be. Maybe she'll go to the moon, but, she's got a couple of options.
Maybe she'll go to the moon on a bus. Who knows?
True.
Now, you're passionate about going green. Why do you feel going green is important in general and for the motor coach industry in particular?
Because it's a great differentiator for us and our form of transportation. It's something that the general public doesn't really think about every day, but using a motor coach, not only do you relieve congestion, you take an average coach has 56 seats in it. I mean, you're removing 56 cars from the road. Just the energy savings, the congestion savings, and just the ease and kind of peace of mind that it brings. And people just don't think about it when they make their traveling plans. So it's our job to promote the fact that it brings all these great things to people's lives.
You folks have been involved, Motor Coach Industries involved in so many great green initiatives, if you will. Could you describe some of those?
The nice thing about our company is that our coach is used for a variety of applications. So we serve both the travel and tour industry and also long-distance commuting through the transit side of the world. And when I say long-distance commuting, it's not a transit bus. It's still a coach, but it's used for long-distance commutes in and out of congested areas like Manhattan, Denver, L.A., Los Angeles. So we've not only promoted the use of our coach through the travel and tour side of it, where it's clean air and ease of getting to see North American destinations, but also on the commuting side. And through that, we've been able to bring to market hybrid technology. Mm-hmm. We have a hybrid coach. We offer coaches with alternative fuels, biodiesel, coaches that we manufacture with CNG technology, compressed natural gas. We have the whole gamut that we bring to our customers that's available to them.
So in terms of go green, go coach, go MCI, it makes such good sense, eco-friendly travel.
Absolutely. And we were the first to really market the whole concept. 6 years ago, MCI created a green toolkit that we put together a list of highlights, actual statistics, and also marketing pieces that our customers could use in their own individual markets to talk about how coaches promote green travel and suggestions that they can bring to their marketing and to their customer base to show why their customers should travel by motor coach. It was highly successful, and we've regularly updated that. We continue to use it. People can find it on our website, the highlights of that toolkit. So we were the first to start promoting it and actually making it part of the coach operators' communication pieces. We created the Green Highway Award through the United Motor Coach Association, which many U.S. and Canadian companies belong to. And every year we recognize an operator for the good work that they have done to tell people about the benefits of motor coach travel from every aspect. Just this year, we created the Green Operator Award, and we recognized an operator from Wisconsin for the work that they're doing, Right Way Transportation. And it's really, really growing into something that people are competing to win, and they're using it for new ideas and ways that they can bring green operations into their businesses, whether it's how they construct a new garage, technologies that they use to be more fuel efficient in their building code, and how they heat and air condition their facilities, the trees they plant, the alternative vehicles that they're using. If they have minibuses or limos, they're buying hybrids instead of just going with a conventional powertrain. They're looking into grants and different opportunities that are out there that without the seeds that this work has planted, they wouldn't have really even thought about. So we're very proud of the effort that we've started in so many operations just through promoting the fact that this is a reality and an opportunity for people to use in their business.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. That's a pretty extensive list of activity. Here at the Children's Clean Air Network, we've been working with the motor coach industry and the car business to help carry our message, go green, go idle free for our kids. And essentially what we mean by that is when you're parked and it makes sense, let's shut our engines off. The good news is that tailpipe emissions in motor coaches and cars have dramatically improved over the years. Pat, why are motor coaches so much cleaner today, and what's been MCI's role?
Well, we work very closely with the EPA and the engine manufacturers to keep in step with all of the legislative and technological changes that are out there to ensure that our coaches are performing as efficiently and cleanly as they possibly can. So we're always leading the way with the EPA and the different government branches to make sure that we're right there with them in the changes that are coming forth. For us, a huge opportunity to make sure that our coaches stay ahead of the game and that the public is accepting. There's an old kind of stereotype about buses and that they're dirty, or everyone has seen the images of tailpipe smoke coming out and old vehicles going down the road. I mean, it's something that we're trying to dispel, and we're very keenly aware of how important that image is in the marketplace and working to make sure that we're successful in leading the way and bringing the new technology to our customers and making sure that it works.
Should mention that folks can get more information at mcicoach.com/gogreen. Despite today's cleaner technology, Pat, most engines today still burn fuel, and most of that fuel is carbon, which means engines generate CO2 when they're left on. Cities and towns across North America are working to curb excess emissions in all motor vehicles. Many of them have anti-idling bylaws. Here's a question. Do you see a leadership awareness role for motor coach operators? And if so, can you describe the opportunity you see?
Absolutely. I mean, anybody, if you own a motor coach, you're going to be in a large city and you're faced with the challenges that the anti-idling laws that are in existence and how that impacts your business, the tickets that people receive from if their drivers make a mistake, if they idle their coach too long. It's very, very expensive, besides being a very wasteful practice. So we do work with our training center and through our webinars and our educational branches, the different ways that we work with our customers to teach people the best ways to use their coaches to operate efficiently and to reduce the idling time. Idling is nothing but waste. It prematurely causes the coaches to there's a filter on each one of these coaches. It prematurely causes these filters to clog up, requiring extra maintenance, and that's expense. So we help our operators understand through the computer technology that's on these coaches to do downloads to show how long their drivers are idling and how much that costs them by having the bus just sitting there doing nothing. To have one person on the coach that maybe is nice and warm and watching a video, but is costing them a lot of money. If they shut the coach down and had the driver going to a location that's pre-designated for them, it just makes so much sense. And we're helping them understand what that cost is to them. Every day we're getting that story to them. So they know. Many people just don't understand how much it costs to do that. we're taking that responsibility very seriously to help them understand.
Well, I've personally learned a lot over the last number of years. Today, I'm the idle-free guy, but a number of years ago, I used to idle my car a lot when I was parked. Then I did the math, realized what it added up to and how much fuel I was losing. Talked to the car guys, too, and they were telling me that it is the least best thing you could do for your vehicle, for a modern vehicle today. And the headlines, started thinking about my kids and discovered that what they were learning about in school was about going green, and that they were bringing it home and inspiring their parents with what they were learning, and discovered that that's when change really happens, when the kids bring it home. Here's the question, Pat. Because of what they're learning in school and greater concern for the environment, what sort of impact do you think kids will have or are having on how we travel?
Well, we all know that your kids do. They're very impressionable, and they're also, I know my 13-year-old daughter is learning about things in school. She knows about technology and scientific facts and information, that the internet is just full of all this. She's so smart beyond her years, and they're very, very concerned about our planet and concerned about the health and welfare, certainly, of their family and their friends, and we talk about it. I think even the like seatbelts. We all get into our car, we put our seatbelt on. But a lot of that is like you conditioned your child to do that. And I know my daughter will often say to me, like, Mom, get your seatbelt on. So it's that same kind of thinking with going green, if it's recycling, if it's just the products that you buy. Your kids have an impact and an influence in that. With the anti-idling work, we're very pleased to work with you on this, because we do think that kids have a role to play in how they talk about it and how they, as they grow up, how they bring this into their own lives and how they travel. So we really think that tomorrow is very much dependent upon how these young people view motor coach travel and the environment, and how riding the coach can positively impact our world.
Kids definitely played an educational role at Ambassadeurs Greyline, where they're the largest motor coach operator in Atlantic Canada, and we hear they have a pretty good reputation in the industry. What are your thoughts?
Oh, can't say enough great things about them. I've had the opportunity to visit them and see how they fit into the community and the great work they do. Their coaches are impeccable, and most of them are MCIs, so we're very proud of that too. So we're great friends with them. And we champion the work that they're doing and look forward to expanding that and helping them succeed.
The company implemented Idle Free for Our Kids back in 2009, and since then they've saved $60,000 in fuel, saved emissions equivalent to the weight of about 6 MCI motor coaches, have won accolades from the public, local government, distinction from one of Canada's leading sustainability universities. The 2010 Vancouver Olympics, the Green Games, said yes to the Idle-Free Ambassadeurs MCI bus and our bus wrap partners. It was extraordinary PR. Seems that doing this for our kids breaks through and sticks with drivers and passengers. Kids are the future, and they inspire us like nothing else. Pat, if we were to duplicate this kind of success with other operators in North America, and we were to inspire the public further about going idle-free for our kids, what kind of impact might we achieve together?
I think it can be huge. It's so easy to do. It's something that's simple. You can really feel it, and it resonates with people. I think that the work that we're doing together, just talking about it, making it more top of mind, I think it's something that will grow and something that we can really implement to make a change in our industry. For so many reasons, it makes sense, and the time is right. Happy to share in this with you.
Thank you so much for doing this. Pat Ziska is Vice President, Sales and Marketing at Motor Coach Industries, celebrating 35 years in the business, soon to be followed behind the MCI wheel by her daughter, Caitlin.
Thank you, Ron.
She'll have a great tour guide for the business. Thanks for being with us on the Children's Clean Air Network, the Idle Free Guy.